Hello there everyone, my name is Yeda555 and in the year of 200X, things occurred. More precisely, Mega Man existed. Uh, Here you can see the masterful recapitulation of this capturing, enthralling tale of this robot child that destroys other robot children, or maybe they're even robot adults. Who knows about that thing? Anyways, somehow someone deposited him on top of this extremely tall skyscraper. He's never going to be able to fit into that small, tiny little door. And that's Mega Man 2. That's what we're gonna be doing today. Much like we did with Mega Man 1, we're going to be going through the game Buster only. So let's just go at it. Let's not waste any time whatsoever. Let's just get into it. Of course, we are playing on difficult mode, which would be the only available difficulty in the Japanese version of the game. That difficult mode really just means that enemies are a little bit stronger and drops are less frequent. At the very least, good drops are less frequent. I don't even know if it's enemies in general or if it's just bosses that just take double damage. I am gonna take a hit here. No, I'm not, because I managed to land on the platform. This is also, like, there are also some behavioral differences between enemies. One is displayed right immediately here in Bubble Man's stage. These snails, they would not lose their shell in normal mode, they would just instantly die. But yeah, Mega Man 2. So we did this challenge for Mega Man 1, or, you know, not we, it was just me, really. In my own video, at the very least. I figured, let's do it for Mega Man 2 as well. I mean, I wanted to do it for a little while now. I finally... That does not bode particularly well, but it's fine, we can make it work. I'm not incredibly pleased by that death. So, yeah, we did it for Mega Man 1. Oh yeah, the fish doesn't respawn, of course, it's a special kind of mini-boss. Let's try that again and be a little bit more careful. I can also just do it like the regular way, don't have to jump around like a maniac. I kinda want to, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Lives do matter a little bit more for this one than they did in Mega Man 1. Because in Mega Man 2, the Wily machine is kind of hot garbage to fight, just in general. With the Buster only also, by extension, of course, naturally. But I kinda need to keep at least one E-tank for it to be able to win against it. Like, phase 1 of the Wily machine, I mean, you'll see when we get there. Also, if you keep a small frog, as long as you keep a small frog alive, the bigger frogs will never spit more frogs. It's a fun fact for you, from me. But yeah, the Wily machine, I think phase 1 is, strictly speaking, dodgeable. Phase 2 kind of isn't. You'll see when we get there. For now, we're at Bubble Man, our first guy over here. Mega Man 2 also has not just 6 but 8 Robot Masters, which makes all the difference. Most of them aren't really super difficult, Buster only. There's no, like, boss design is... What did I... Oh, do the bubbles ding my bullets, actually? I don't know if I ever knew that. I just dinged a shot to something. But there, I think my Buster shot went exactly through the bubble and it didn't ding. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, unlike Mega Man 1 bosses, which will kind of rip your skin apart and completely obliterate you without a second thought if you don't know exactly what's going on in the fight, if you're trying to engage them without their weakness. Mega Man 2 bosses don't really do that. which in turn makes them in a way both easier and harder at the same time, if that makes sense. I think we will be taking more hits from the bosses in general. Anyways, we're up to Airman now. But yeah, that whole Wily machine debacle, why do lives have anything to do with it? Because Mega Man 2 has this funny bug, which was not intentional, of course, it's kind of a bug by definition, where you lose all of your accumulated E-tanks upon a game over. So, if we can help it, like it does... To be perfectly honest, game overing in this early half of the run should not really matter. I can come back from a... I think I can come back from a game over in the early half of the run. But that's not exactly the case for later in the game when we run out of E-tanks to pick up, potentially. So that is something to keep in mind. A couple days ago I did try doing this run, I completed it, with one minor caveat that I did actually, oh, that little healthy spawn, that's funny. I did violate the rules a little bit in one particular spot. I grabbed the 1-up at the beginning of Quickman stage, which we will be seeing not too long from now. So it is certainly possible, and I can certainly do it. I should have activated him sooner, that's okay. It should still work out, yeah. So yeah, I can do it. I can definitely do it. Hopefully this attempt doesn't spectacularly fall apart. That would be terrible and incredibly sad, and I would not be pleased, and I despawned that guy by doing nothing. Shot him once, he's like, I'm out of here, man. And then the bird refuses to come for like 5 years. It's good time in Airman stage. Airman is a robot master whose attacks are theoretically dodgeable. Practically, I think I'm just going to tank a lot of them. That one is, strictly speaking, this one is like the weirdest one. But yeah, like, you cannot really concern yourself with getting gently caressed by a bunch of tornadoes, extremely localized tornadoes. As it turns out, they don't do too much damage, and you can just kind of walk through them and shoot the guy to death. Mega Man 2 also has this fun new thing, new staple of the series, which are these weapon guest screens, which take a considerable amount of time, especially when Santa Claus wants to talk to you, to give you the most creatively named items in the universe. Here's Item 2. It's a rocket ship. Item 2 or Item Z, depending on how you look at it. As always, context is crucial. On to Quickman. Quickman might be a place where I use an E-tank. We'll have to see. Because my lives currently should be at 1. Yeah, and they are. We're not grabbing that 1-up. It's not a necessary use of an item. We will get to necessary item usage later in the run, of course, in the Wily stages. But for now, when we don't have to use an item, we are not allowed to use an item. Those are the rules of the run. Here we grab a 1-up in our first E-tank, which, like I said, we may end up using against Quickman himself. We'll see. We'll see how the fight against him goes. Here's this dark hallway. Kind of a... This is a thing Mega Man 2 just kind of does a lot in general. It introduces things and abandons them very quickly. This is the kind of thing that would be, I think, pretty fun to run into on the Wily stages again. The darkness gimmick with the... What are they actually called? I don't remember what those guys are called. They're Chanki makers? Because Chanki is the like name of the fire. They're recycled from Mega Man 1, the fires. This place is ass garbage, and I don't like it. And this guy's shooting at me, but that's probably for the better, so I can avoid actually taking a hit from him. Let's get this guy shooting me as well. Please shoot me. Okay, please jump over me, actually. That's even better. That's even better. I prefer that. Okay, good amount of health for Quickman. Quickman is kind of a disaster. He just does things, and the in-world explanation and implication is that his sight sensors literally cannot keep up with him, because he is too fast for his own good. Also, like, he just kind of runs over you, and it's pretty good. I think I'm gonna E-tank. I'm not gonna risk a life loss here. Like, you can definitely jump around him, and you can definitely also fail to hit him completely. But there you go. Get some boomerangs flowing through your system as you are invincible. That's always good. Mega Man, the Doctor, recommends at least 3 boomerangs a day. But yeah, okay. Quickman is probably the messiest fight, honestly, in this whole run. The rest of the Robot Masters should be completely fine, yeah. And Quickman himself is fine on the refights. It's just his arena in the original fight is just kind of a completely random bonkers shape that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Anyways, we're in the woods. I'm just going to scroll that back for a moment, if you don't mind. I would like to get a better head start on him. But yeah, Mega Man 2, like Mega Man 1, is probably the it's definitely the other Mega Man game that I've played a fairly big amount of. Thanks to the randomizer. I don't know if any other Mega Man games have randomizers, but the Mega Man 2 one I feel like is just the most popular one. Well, let's see if we can get this. Ah, we can get the fantastic, great. Yeah, you can land on the edge and the fire can just barely miss you. You can just shoot the guy to death, the hot dog. Otherwise you want to do something like this. But yeah, the randomizer for Mega Man 2 is what I owe my probably many hours of Mega Man 2 gaming to. That was a complete nonsense, incoherent, incomprehensible statement. But I think you can understand what I mean. It's not particularly difficult to grasp. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played it in a fairly long while though. The Mega Man 2 randomizer is fun. Mainly because it's got an enemy randomizer as well, and like it does a whole bunch of wacky stuff that changes the game pretty dramatically. Anyways, we're onto this thin bamboo platform where monkeys live and they jump out of the pit to try to get to you. You want to back up a little bit. In normal mode, these guys get one-tapped by a single lemon, which is kind of insane. Like, this, you know, very intimidating looking gorilla just defeated by a single vegetable. No, it's not a vegetable, it's a fruit. What am I talking about? Also, they turn around funny when you pretty much never see it, because, like, you're never gonna be... I feel like you're never going to be jumping over them when they're already up and active. But they do kind of, like, try to stay on top of you in a very weird way. Also, this is a fun trick. I'm going to be using that a bunch through the run. I already did use it once in Airman's stage. It's a trick with pausing. Basically, Mega Man 1 and 2, they share the same core engine. And if you'll remember, in Mega Man 1, there was this infamous glitch, relatively infamous, I suppose, where falling off of a, or rather standing on a moving platform, on a sprite platform, would not resell Yeah, it would not resell Mega Man's falling speed. It would not reset it. And I'm currently doing a spectacularly terrible job at Woodman here. Okay, let's just run over him. No, let's just die. That's okay. That should be fine. I have one extra life loss that I'm like kinda not accounting for, so we're back to 1. That's okay. I need to dodge him better. Woodman is probably like the second trickiest fight. Just because you need to know when to jump, and then getting over him kind of just... Like, you need to jump past that leaf that falls. Like, right there. And also not jump into his shield like that, that also helps. Oh, I'm doing a terrible job at this guy. Come on. Let me just focus up a little bit so I don't die again. Yeah, we're gonna have to dodge one more. Alright. So yeah, Mega Man 1. There's that famous glitch where Mega Man's falling speed does not get reset when standing on a moving platform, on a sprite platform. That includes the Magnet Beam, it includes the Gutsman platforms. It's most commonly observed on these two. It also includes footholders. But the Guts platforms are probably the most infamous example, where Mega Man will just plummet like a sack of bricks to the floor, and more precisely to the pit, if you drop off of that platform. Mega Man 2 fixes that glitch, but in turn, another glitch becomes possible where you can now reset your falling speed by simply pausing the game with your menu. So whenever you see me spamming pause, know that this is what I'm doing. Like, I'm over and over again resetting Mega Man's falling speed to give myself more distance. Yeah. Here's this incredibly exciting section in Crashman stage. By the way, something I'm doing, since this is the last stage that this is relevant on, I'm going to mention it now, and also I'm guessing I have plenty of time to talk about it, because I just leapt off of the platform like an idiot. You may have noticed that in the boss intro cutscene, the little, like, stars scrolling by, or whatever they're supposed to be, the little dots, were replaced by pippies. Pippies, if you don't know, are the little birds that spawn from the eggs very recklessly deposited by their parents. You can get them to spawn by just holding the, what is it? Is it either the jump or the shoot button? I kinda just do it automatically, so I don't even know it. I think it's the jump button, yeah. It might actually be both, too. Here's this guy who's... Oh no, I scrolled it off! Fucking hell, okay. You're never gonna witness that behavior if you only play the game on normal mode. On normal mode, the Can Man does not fall apart. He just dies instantly. Which has to do, I'm pretty sure, again, with his health. Which is actually another funny thing that I can talk about. Because I think I learned this thanks to the randomizer. So here's this fun part where you're always going to take a hit, no matter what. It's pretty great. Also, I need to turn myself around to have the birds spawn on that side and just drop their eggs nowhere. But yeah, something that I learned thanks to the randomizer, because I think it's just outright explicitly mentioned in the randomizer, like, file, executable that you run to randomize your game. I'm going to grab this E-Tank and take the plummet and have to redo the Clash Crime, because the E-Tank, I think, is well worth it. This does mean that it will take another hit here, but yeah, randomizer things, or, just Mega Man 2 things. Every enemy in Mega Man 2, I think, actually has 28 health. Why 28? Well, 28 is the amount of health that Mega Man has. I should probably be looking at the screen. when I'm play. Ah, yeah. See, that's why you want to turn around, because you don't want the egg to be dropped on actually a piece of ground and then have all these birds that you're realistically not going to be able to deal with. But yeah, I think the way enemy health is handled in... also, you can just make this jump. Every enemy is given 28 HP, and the only thing that's different is the amount of damage of various weapons do to them. So when you've got... ah, fuck. You don't want to get too far away from the flyboys, because they just jump to you and wreck you. We'll do the safe Crashman strat, just to avoid dying. But yeah, they basically just... you just do different amounts of damage to an enemy, which is normal. So for enemies that you kill in one hit, you do 28 damage to them. Oh, encoding overloading, really? Well, that's a problem. Let's hope that doesn't persist, because I cannot really... I mean, I would have to stop the recording and restart it, and I'd rather not do that. In my testing, it was fine. But of course, leave it to my computer to be spectacular. And leave it to me to just kind of miss. No, no movie. I've accidentally hit Q. Encoding is overloading here in Crashman Town. I hope this doesn't cause too much of a problem. I did bump my settings up more from what I usually have them at. So that's probably why. In my testing I was running around Bubble Man stage, which, as far as bitrate is concerned, is like the biggest problem spot. Let's hope that doesn't persist. I don't know how it's going to show on the video. I hope it doesn't completely bork this part. And I hope it doesn't happen more. Ay ay ay. Troubles in computer land, of course. Get equipped with Crash Bomber. But yeah. So, enemy health. How's a Flashman? The flashing land. With, very catchy music. That's true for a lot of Mega Man 2 music. It's, Mega Man 2 is in many aspects the fan favorite. The fan favorite especially of the fans who only played it from all of the classic Mega Man games, of course. I don't like this guy at all. Okay, thank you. Oh, cool Shotman placement. Whoop, well, doesn't matter. But yeah, so, about the Tin Man, who we will see again here very momentarily. You just kill him in, like in randomizer, you have an option to, make enemies, oh, I did not need to go here. I'm so used to just having to go there, that now I'm going to take more damage getting out of here than I would, like, of course I was at full health, so I already did. Oh well, there you go. All's right in the world. But yeah, in the randomizer you can select to make enemy health random. And with the Tin Man, Can Man, whatever, I don't actually know what their real name is. I just kind of call them that spontaneously. But with those guys, of course, when you one-shot them, like, the amount of damage you deal to them determines whether they will shatter and whether they won't. I think it's this. I think it's actually the exact same with the what are they called? The little snails that only appear in... Well, they don't only appear in Bubble Man stage. They also appear in that one Wily level that nobody remembers, except when they're talking about Gutsdozer. Yeah, that's the level with Gutsdozer, whatever. Flashman is a very impressive boss fight. He just runs around and jumps when you shoot, and occasionally freezes time. I did a masterful job at fighting him. I hope you appreciate it. It's a performance that will cost you in some capacity, which is undetermined so far. You know what, I should probably have a little bit of thing to take care of. Let me just do that. This is probably going to sound very weird on the recording, but while Santa Claus over here is talking, I can unplug my phone, which was charging. There you go. Nice. Alright. Oh, it's still not done. Well, of course. Of course. On to Metal Man. The place where many a player start their Mega Man 2 journey. Myself included when I first played this game. I started in Metal Man stage. I don't really know why. I may have already been generally vaguely aware of the incredible properties of the Metal Blade, which is to say, its most notable property of just being able to destroy everything in the video game, and not using any weapon energy, almost any whatsoever. You can jump over these guys, by the way, but there is a glitch with them, where sometimes the chain will hurt. Oh, this is fantastic. Thank you so much for that incidental life. That puts me back on track with my life amount. Perfect. But yeah, sometimes their chain will hurt you. It's otherwise supposed to be intangible. Sometimes it decides it doesn't want to be intangible. There's a logic to it. It's like when they're rising sometimes. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I just opt to not jump over them when I want to preserve my health, because they do a lot of damage. I think they kill you in 3 hits, I think. Yeah, you saw the first mole section in the game over there. The section with the little diggers. Digger robots. I don't even know, like, they're literally just drills. There's nothing else to them. Like, what is their purpose? I guess just drill a very small tunnel through solid metal, which is what this level is made out of. It's a bit of an interesting choice of enemies, and I have created a nightmare situation for myself over here. Let's make sure that doesn't happen again. That was an interesting bit of weird, like, usually... Okay, well, what am I doing? You're just supposed to run forward to avoid these guys. This guy, you just go here, because all his stray bits explode when they reach the section edge. You may think I'm dead here. I may be if I miss the jump, but usually you'd want to use item 2 to get out of this. But like I said, we will be using some tricks. And yeah, you can make this jump if you just very slightly cheat. It's not really cheating, it's a glitch that's just very easy to execute, and it's in the game, and I think it's completely fair play. But yeah, that's our 4th E-Tank. I'm not even sure where the next one is. The next E-Tank would be. I think just Wily 2. Anyways, here's Metal Man. He is not a doctor. Common misconception. He is also currently kind of shredding me. Let's try to address that. Oof. Okay, bad gameplay over here. Not at all good. He randomly decides... Oh, and I'm dead. Ah, unfortunate. Metal Man is really not difficult. On the refights, you will see especially that he's really not difficult. The conveyor makes him a bit more tricky. This is one way you can fight him, how I imagine most people fight him. If you go close to him, he will jump away from you. Jump to the opposite side of the arena, basically. But yeah, I don't really like doing that on the conveyor because it feels awkward. On the refights where there is no conveyor, it is incredibly trivial to just get him completely stuck in a loop forever and just obliterate him that way. You just gotta be careful. At this point, I'm just gonna smash you to death. I don't really care. There you go. You gotta be a little bit more careful with how you dodge the metal blades. But yeah, he randomly decides if he's gonna do a small, medium, or large jump, and he throws a corresponding amount of metal blades. 1, 2, or 3. And here we go. We have the game neutralizer weapon. But we'll not be using it, obviously. On to the final stage. Another fairly infamous stage here. Well, it has an infamous section. It's the only level in the game with Yoku blocks. So you know it's going to be a fan favorite, just from that alone. But yeah, Yoku blocks in Mega Man 2 work weird. You will see when we get there. Obviously, we're not going to be able to just skip past it. Most people would probably use item 2 to just completely neutralize that section. Also, you can despawn these guys, you just need to wait a little bit. I like doing that because Buster can't kill them, and also they're kind of difficult to dodge. Whoa, okay. Good ol' Yoku teleport. Okay, with twice. We're gonna be seeing more of this, don't worry. We are absolutely going to be seeing more of this. But yeah, Yoku blocks in Mega Man 2 are weird, because they kind of... I don't know exactly how they work, but it always felt to me like they actually get scrolled on... like, or, to put it differently, the way you scroll them on screen matters. Which is a bizarre thing. It's not how Yoku blocks generally work in these games. But their timing can vary, so you'll see here, I'm going to land on them like right here. I'm going to try to get up right here. And it's going to affect the timing. It's going to make this next part a little bit sketchier than it usually is. Because you basically just have to... Appear, please. Okay, thank you. It offsets the timing, because the game expects you to be moving forward at a steady pace. So it kind of syncs up the Yoku blocks that way. 3, 4, up, okay. There you go. Good thing. Good shit. So yeah, very weird, very bizarre, nice dodge. Always happy when I get, when I nail running under these guys, the sniper armors. They're this game's iteration of the Big Eye concept from Mega Man 1. Anyways, here's Heatman. Heatman is one of the easier bosses, admittedly. The one thing that can screw you over is his randomness. Because he will charge at you after a random amount of frames. It's a range between, I don't remember how many. But he can do it very quickly, or very late. He's being pretty kind for now in this fight. He's not doing the super quick one at all. He also has that other attack that you saw at the beginning and one other time. Spits, throws 3 little fireballs out of his compartment, which then create little fire pillars on the ground where they land. You can completely prevent him from doing that if you just keep shooting him. And here's Atomic Fire, the world's most useful weapon. Mega Man 2 weapons are, they are something, certainly. I think it is pretty clear that they were really made for 1 or 2 specific, very specific purposes each. Obviously the boss weaknesses. Apart, like, the exceptions would be, of course, Metal Blades and things like Quick Boomerang. Also, we're upon Wily. We've been recording for 34 minutes. Pace is pretty good. I expect this to take a little over an hour if everything goes smoothly. Possibly up to an hour and a half, we'll see. But yeah, like, especially once you get to the Wily stage, it becomes pretty obvious that, you know, you've got the section in a level where the game expects you to use Bubble Lead. You've got a section in the level... Also, here's the probably the most overrated piece of Mega Man music, but to be honest, it's not overrated. It's just that all the other Mega Man music, or at the very least a big portion of the other Mega Man music, is not rated enough. It's underrated. This song is genuinely good, and I don't want to be doing it like that. Please get up. So yeah, these are the exceptions. I think I'm just gonna gently scoot past this guy and then take a hit here. That's fine. Oh, okay. The bacon machine is being aggressive today. I am also going to go for that 1-up. There's no reason not to. Take 2 hits, it doesn't matter. But yeah, you will notice in the Wily stages what I was talking about before, about the weapons in Mega Man 2. You can cling on the very top of this ladder and shoot that guy's foot. Sniper Joe never sees it coming, never adapts to it whatsoever. Here's this guy placed on the other side of a very short corridor, which you're not going to be dodging his bullets in. Like, you're gonna have to go back to the ladder if you don't want to just take damage. But yeah, most Mega Man 2 weapons are very situational. This is something that people may tend to somewhat overlook when discussing this game and citing its praises, which it definitely has. That right there was the obligatory use of item 1. I think you can also do it with item 2, but we'll be needing item 2 in this next level. And oh boy, now we're upon the real kicker here. We'll see if this causes encoding overload. I feel like that must have just been something my computer was doing at that specific point. I really hope it doesn't ruin that bit of the video. Here's this very famous encounter, which is held together by wishful thinking, really, and a whole lot of sprite flickering. The key to it is just spam the guy to death. And as you can see, he works incredibly well. He does a ton of damage, and also he causes very wild screen flashing, which is something I probably should have said earlier. If you have any kind of photosensitivity, or if you're in any way, shape, or form bothered by rapidly flashing lights, you probably don't want to be looking at the screen especially when Wily bosses in this game die, because they kind of tend to just make the whole screen flash black and white very rapidly. It's just using the same palette as their outline. Like, the black is the same as that one. Alright, Flyboy. I think I should bait him out first. Okay. That was kind of sketchy, but it's fine. So yeah, if flashing lights or something... I don't know why I mean, okay, you go this way anyways, but I couldn't benefit from that E-tank anyways, because yeah, I have there's actually no need for me to be recharging this. I should have really recharged item 1. I can do it at the beginning of Wily 4 still, so it's fine. Whoa! Okay, you can actually land that. I was late with my pause, that almost ended poorly. Here's the second mole section. It's a very engaging level segment, which I guess I shouldn't just run through like that, like a maniac. If you're playing on normal mode, you're just gonna get all the drops in the world here. It's kind of insane. Like, how much the game is going to shower on you. Okay, well, that's fine. This is the last usage of... Okay. Should have been a little bit more decisive still. I don't like this section. I find it very uncomfortable, especially this part. I find it very uncomfortable to position myself between these two crushers. It is not a pleasant situation to be in. I would not recommend it. And we're on to the boss. It's the thing. Pico Pico Kun, I think its name is. Yeah, it's a machine, allegedly. It has a purpose, supposedly. I don't know what it is. Like, the whole room is the boss, basically. And you got these guys that assemble, and then they kind of loosely chase after you. They die in 3 hits from the Mega Buster, and 2... And they do a lot of contact damage, it's worth noting. Like this... Ooh, no. Don't die now. Okay, dodge that guy, and that's the last one, and I should be fine. Okay, good. They do quite a bit of damage, and I think Bubble Lead is their actual weakness, it just one-shots them. I think. Metal Blades kill them in 2 or 3 hits. Metal Blades is what people usually use against these. But to be honest, that's because Metal Blades is just what people usually use for everything in the game. There's like... I don't know. There's a very small handful of things that are actually immune. Okay, we actually managed to pause, that's impressive. I'm going to recharge item 3 even though I'm not going to use it again. Here's this level, the sewer level. We are... I don't know why Mega Man decided that it was necessary for him to visit this place. Maybe it's just the only way through, but it is the appearance of this very iconic enemy. And the only spike drop in Mega Man 2. Okay, went a little bit quiet there. I don't know why, like, it's been very long since I last died to that spike drop. But it always kind of freaks me out still. Which I suppose means that it's doing its job. This hallway is just annoying. Like, you've got these guys that just kind of spawn and shoot you. And that's the boss. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the bubblegum floor. It's this guy. Gutsdozer. I can't stand on him yet. Now I can. Okay, yeah, don't stand inside him, probably. That would be advisable. This is what he does. He throws out metals that don't actually shoot you. They just kind of flop out. He can run you over, as I demonstrated earlier. And then he has a little bullet that he shoots out of his, like, non-existent nose. What's up with that? I don't know. He has no iframes. Budget would not allow. There's some Japanese text at the back of him, which I don't know what it says. Maybe it just says Gutsdozer or something. Or Gutsman is the best. I love Gutsman. Maybe that's what's over there. We all know Wily is a big fan of that one particular robot that he didn't even make. Well, I suppose that's actually better. He's not so narcissistic as to fall in love with his own creation. Oh boy, Wily 4. This level is also famous. At this point, I should probably just stop saying that, because it's true for just about every level in this game, just because this game is kind of famous in and of itself. I am gonna go for that 1-up. It might be a bit overkill, but you know what? You know what? I'm kind of wrecking this run at the moment in a way which I did not expect. And I don't want my hubris to get the better of me, so I'm gonna go for it. It only adds like a couple extra minutes to, you know, having to backtrack up here and then falling back down through the fake floor, which is the gimmick of this first part of this stage. Fake floors. This is why Bubble Lead. Like, this is one of the 2 intended uses for Bubble Lead. Oh yeah, right, I forgot. There's 2 pits here, and then one closer to the ladder. And then do it above spikes. Yeah, this is the world's most subtle trap. I always jump really early on that one, because I don't actually remember where it starts. I know it ends right next to the ladder. Like, the block beneath the ladder is safe, but the one right next to it isn't. And here's this part. This is one of the two intended uses of the leaf shield. The leaf shield completely trivializes these sections. The screens where the tellies are, of course, the other ones don't really need further trivialization. Well, I shouldn't put it that way. This screen is genuinely kind of annoying. I think I'm just gonna opt for damage boosting. Which means that I probably should not have killed that guy. It's okay, just go for... Oh, that's bad. Okay, it's fine. I saved it. Oh, man. This screen killed me so many times in my other run. It's kind of crazy. Like, this screen sucks Buster only. I basically ended up doing it by just standing on those top spikes. Uh-oh! Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I went a little bit late on that jump. Okay, we are being particularly good about running beneath these guys. Now, I might use an E-Tank here. Wow, okay. I'm never this consistent with running underneath sniper armors. Item 1 is full. Alright, let's go for it. Boobeam Trap is where this challenge is completely moot because there's only one way to fight the boss. I fucking fucked it up. That's okay. Shoot me. It's fine. That's also fine. I'm gonna try to go to this top one, yeah, first, to try and get this shot done early. There we go. You want to get your double shots in. Also, I'm making absolutely no effort to actually dodge the boss. It's kind of impressive. But yeah, these guys only die to... They only take damage to crash bombs. Oh, that's bad. Is that gonna hit both? It hit none! Oh, no. Okay, this is potentially bad. Also, I need to E-Tank! I need to E-Tank. Am I gonna get fucked by this boss? Oh, I am. No fucking way. Can I do the glitch? Oh my god, that is terrible. How did I let that happen? Shit. Well, I mean, we have to kill this. How does the glitch even work? I don't even know how the glitch works. That is abysmal. And I left no weapon energy. No fucking way. No fucking way I lose like this. Oh my god, you are kidding me. I would have been fine if that actually got at least one of the walls. Wow. Oh boy. Well, this is the Wily 2 of this run, I guess. Now we need to farm for weapon energy. I think the best place to do that, well, would be the tellies, but the tellies are above a pit. I left no weapon energy alive either, did I? Shit. Alright, I guess we're farming this Met. I don't know if you can even get this, this E-Tank, to be perfectly honest. Okay, well, there's some. I need a full bar, though. Energy, I need weapon energy, yes. Okay. Ooh, a little visit to this absolute... And yeah, like, I don't know, can you make this jump? Like, the edge is here. Can I, like, spam? No, it's not even enough. Edge? Yeah, edge is right here. That tile is the edge. I want to try this a little bit, okay. Because the thing is, I'm not even falling. Oh, gaming. Okay, that's nice.
On to the television. Dying here doesn't matter now, just... But also, how much item 1 do I have? Okay, item 1 is fine. That's the other thing I need to be worried about. Now, actually make the shot to kill both of those fucking walls. Please, for the love of God. Don't repeat that mistake. Here's this room that I completely sketched out earlier. Let's try not doing that. I mean, go for a damage boost. Yeah, but go for a damage boost at the, Or I guess don't go for a damage boost. I guess just do it. See, this is so sketchy, though. Like, this guy's right on top of me. Oh, really? You're gonna drop weapon energy? Well, of course you are. Of course you will. That's only natural. I'm just gonna do this for safety. Alright. Honestly, you probably don't even want to kill this guy, like the sniper armor. Yeah, whatever. This guy you're just always gonna get hit by. Right. Perfection. Alright.
Now, no fucking up, please. Okay, well that's fine. Dodge that. Let's go ahead and just blow this guy up, I guess. Alright, the walls stay dead. It's trivial now. Right. I completely forgot about that little detail. The walls stay dead. Fair enough. See, if I were pedantic, I could make this challenge also about using as few item 1s as possible, but I don't fucking want to do that. I just don't want to do that, man. I'm sorry. If you were expecting that, I'm really sorry. I don't want to do that. Alright, back to item 1. I'm gonna let this guy shoot me first, and then start my climb. Because by the time I'm up there, well, by the time I I guess I'm still gonna E-tank though. I'm not dying to this boss again. Look. You've had your shot. Sniper, mobile, Boobeam Trap. The dumbest boss in the game, arguably. Like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. Thank you, item 1, for your incredible cooperation. Like, I'm going here just to get hit again, but just to do that and put him to sleep. Good night, Boobeam Trap. I'm out of here. Okay, now we can actually finish the run. Jeez Louise. Whew. That didn't take that long, to be perfectly honest. I think I spent almost 10 minutes, like it was less than 10 minutes of farming that one metal. How many lives? I still have 4, it's insane. I think this is Heatman. I'm just gonna do them in order, I think. So let's see how he behaves on the refights. Okay, he's doing faster ones now for sure. I mean, it doesn't depend on whether he's in the refights or not. Like, this is just RNG that's always present with this guy. Yeah, he's doing faster ones now. Like, more of them. And I actually took damage to him, too. Because, yeah, when he does the faster ones, Alright. When he does the faster ones, there's a greater chance that he's going to stop, what appears to be slightly before you. It's not really slightly before you, like, his logic is exactly the same. But it just seems that way. Here's Airman. That was Airman. Hope you enjoyed his appearance. And here's Woodman. Let's try to get ourselves aligned. Okay. It's good. I think next one I'm just gonna let myself get hit by the leaf. Because look, there's one other component to the Woodman fight, which is running beneath him. And that I never bothered to care to learn. Yes, indeed. I never bothered to consider, to care, to be, to exist, to live free. Hello, Bubble Man. You were the first guy I killed. Truly, we have been through a lot as a couple of idiots. By the way, if you've only ever interacted with Mega Man through Mega Man Maker, this is probably not news to anyone, I have to imagine, but Bubble Man's on-land behavior is completely exclusive to that game. In Mega Man 2, if you ever do the randomizer, he just behaves normally. When he does the straightforward boomerangs, he's annoying. That's more like it, like that's what I want to see. You do kind of like that and bait him around, but really without his super special room layout, he is completely tame. Like and yeah, Crash Bam? Who is Crash Bam? Crash Bamber? I guess I can try the multi-hit, yeah, like... You can get up to 4 hits into Crash Man per cycle. It's a bit tricky, and definitely risky. It speeds up the fight though, for sure. But yeah, Crash Man kind of doesn't really follow the exact same rule at the very beginning. Yeah, you're existing inside me, Crash Man, please stop. Maybe I should just fight him the safe, easy way, after all. Yeah, at the beginning of his refight, he will just do one, like his first jump will kind of just happen automatically. I don't know if it has something to do with the teleporter animation. I figure it has to, right? Like, that's the one thing that's the one most noticeable thing that's different compared to his regular appearance. I forget who this is. Oh yeah. Hi, Metal Man. You having fun? Yeah. I am too, now that I'm not fighting Boobeam Trap. So, yeah. This boss fight... this is a performance, to be perfectly honest. Like, it's not even a fight, this is a clown show. It's pretty funny how you can just do this. Again, it's not something that many people might know about, because, again, if you play normal mode, you just equip Metal Blades and he dies in literally one shot. He gets one shot by his own weapon. On difficult mode, he gets 2 shot, which is, you know, not that much better. But yeah, like, you're just probably never gonna encounter that behavior. Okay, 3 E-Tanks, I think we are good. I think we are good to finish the game. Wily Machine in Mega Man 2, I'm just gonna say it outright, sucks. The Wily Machine fucking sucks. And I never cared to understand how it actually works. So this is gonna be a very ugly fight that's going to involve a lot of E-Tank spam. Because, like, when he gets close to you, and also, like, the Phase 1 projectiles, when he gets close to the left side of the screen, I don't know if there is a way to dodge them, and these projectiles, as you may have just noticed over there, these projectiles have a terrible hitbox. Like, their hitbox is like twice the width. I'm not kidding. It's terrible. It's absolutely disgusting. And I don't even know if Taz can run beneath these when there's 2 of them, like the 2 bouncy projectiles. It's awful. It's awful. It's like... I feel like it has to be, you know, partly unfinished. Because as you all know, and as it is classic for early Mega Man games, like, they they pretty much were not fully completed. Also, here's the acid cave. There's no music. There was no budget for the music. What you get is the incredibly pleasant sound of the acid dripping, and also Alien Wily is irrelevant to the challenge because the Mega Buster does nothing to him. As a matter of fact, no weapon but the bubble lead does anything to this guy. So yeah, the challenge has basically been completed at this point. It's just a formality now to get rid of the final boss. I do still have an E-Tank if I need it, if I'm gonna be playing too aggro against this guy who otherwise, like, really doesn't do much. He just kind of exists. He does do 1,000,000 damage, so I guess that's one thing he does do. Also, yeah, he has no iframes, as you could have noticed there. If I cared to, I would dodge these. As it stands, I'm just going to E-Tank one last time. There you go. Completely used up all of my resources. Those that I'm actually allowed to use anyways. Like, if you go for the second shot, it makes the dodge timing kind of shady. Which is not exactly the correct word. It makes it a bit sketchy. A bit dubious looking. Now I'm just naming synonyms to that one word that I said kinda didn't belong. Anyways, game done. Yeah, flashing lights and also bad ear-piercing sounds. This machine, Wily, you really have to consult someone when you're making these things. This is not okay. Please consider your fellow citizens when you're developing your crazy hologram machine that turns you into a weird anthropomorphic alien-like creature that just flies around in a figure-8 pattern and shoots a bullet out of somewhere, like nowhere in particular. Yeah, we beat the game. I feel like when my commentary was all over the place in this run. This scene at the ending of Mega Man 2, I don't know why, but this scene always kind of hit emotionally for me. There's like that whole story about how, you know, the developers didn't know if Mega Man was going to be a franchise that was gonna survive, and you know, they basically I don't even know if this is true. I don't even remember where I learned this or where I heard it. I don't know, but this is kind of the impression that I always got. No, I mean, I did hear it somewhere, but this is the impression that this cutscene always, this little scene always gave me. And the accompanying soundtrack too, which I'm just mercilessly talking all over. I don't know, it's just, of course it's probably not meant to be analyzed too deeply, but it's just a funny thing to think about, that, you know, like, in an alternate universe where this would be the conclusion to Mega Man. You'd have Mega Man 1, and then you'd have Mega Man 2, and this would be it. Like, no other Mega Man games would exist. Also, the absolute, shoutouts to the absolute tonal whiplash of going from that scene to the repeat and like riff on the title theme with the staff roll. Wacky stuff. But yeah, we beat the game, yeah. This went very well, even better than my test run. Apart from Boobeam Trap. Boobeam Trap was a catastrophe. But that has nothing to do with the run itself. That's just Boobeam Trap being a masterfully designed boss. And me being a masterfully competent player. Just messing it up like I have not in years. I actually don't remember the last time I fucked up Boobeam Trap. I don't. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I guess it just has to happen. Like, this is the rule for these runs, I guess. You have everything go perfectly, or almost everything, and then one cataclysmic event happens. In the case of Mega Man 1, it was Copy Robot. In the case of this game, it was Boobeam Trap. And then the run just ends. Like, okay. Anyways, about the future. Like, it's been a solid half a year. Like 8 months, I think, or 7 or 8 months since I did my previous run, the run of Mega Man 1. The future may hold various things. It will certainly hold me being busy with more work relating to, real life stuff. Which I'm not particularly thrilled about, but it has to happen, obviously. In terms of videos, I may return to Mario. Maybe. I've been considering it. There's a lot of things I have on my radar, of course, but I may return to it. I don't think I'm going to be doing this run for Mega Man 3 just yet. I don't currently have any plans for it. We'll see. This run for Mega Man 3 also really scares me. It's an intimidating run because Mega Man 3 is significantly longer, and dock robots exist in that game, which, oh boy, that's going to be a whole other disaster. But anyways, I shouldn't blab for too much longer. So this was me, yet at 555. This was a run of Mega Man 2, in case you didn't notice yet. I'll see you in my next video, whenever that may be. Have a nice day. Thank you for sticking around, of course. And goodbye.